Hello, welcome to the Sunnydale Diaries, a podcast where I, Sean,
And I, Melanie.
watch and discuss every episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Right.
If you are new to the podcast, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. I have been a big fan of Buffy since the 90s when it originally aired.
And I
And
have not.
it is all brand new to Melanie.
That's right.
We are discussing season 3, episode 22, Graduation Day, part 2
The
tonight.
big finale.
Big finale. So, as we discussed last episode, I had to wait 2 months between the airing of parts 1 and 2. How you been holding up this week? The week between. You've been
I,
okay? Have you
I
managed?
feel okay. All right. I feel all right. I've been a little shaky, but I made it through.
All
I
right.
asked Sean every day since we recorded the last episode to say, when are we doing episode 2? When are we doing come on, Sean, when are we doing it?
Tomorrow morning, I'm actually leaving and driving up to see Melanie up
Yay!
in Georgia. So we may, if we have time, may film a little something there, but this will be done.
Yes.
So, all right. I did want to call out one of our listeners, Steve Coates, who recently joined our Discord server.
Hey,
And if you
Steve.
want to, and if you want to join our Discord server, you can get a link to it at our website, which is.
TheSunnydaleDiaries.com.
Yeah. Steve did not watch Buffy when it originally aired. He was gifted the 7 seasons DVD set, which that's a pretty nice gift. I
That's a
have that
nice
DVD
gift.
set.
Yeah.
That's a lot. And he did say there's other Buffy podcasts out there, but he relates to us, which I appreciate.
That's nice.
Sees himself in a lot of our takes, and we present things in a way that's easy for him to relate with.
Glad to have you here, Steve.
Yes, thank you, Steve. And he listens to it. I get one of his jobs, a delivery job, and he listens to it while driving, which I do like podcasts when I'm driving.
I do too.
Better than music for me. If it's a long drive, I'd rather
Yeah.
have that.
Same.
Yeah,
Yep. Yep.
yeah. So I did put on my maroon, although it doesn't really look maroon in the camera for the graduation.
Oh, you're so
Honestly, no, I
good.
was wearing a blue shirt right before we
You're so
recorded. I said I
good.
don't like how this looks, so I
Oh,
changed.
all right.
But I am wearing maroon, and Mike put on red lights in the background.
Very
So
nice.
yeah,
Very nice. I
yeah.
feel like I'm at Sunnydale High.
I wish I had my mortarboard. I wish I didn't throw it out. I had a thought one day earlier the week. Maybe I can go on Amazon and order two, but that didn't
Oh my
happen.
gosh. That would be hilarious.
The whole episode we're just wearing graduation
So,
caps.
but you gotta go. Is the joke worth the money I'm gonna spend on this?
Right, right.
Right.
All
Oof,
right.
okay.
So similar to how we
Pretty
did the
good.
Wish, we are going to watch it together in real time, and then we're just gonna stop along the way and make our commentary, and I'll just edit out the parts where the episode is playing. So
All right.
very fresh reactions.
Yeah. So bear with us if it's a little bumpy.
A little choppy.
All right. Here we go.
There'll be a lot of all right. So
More than usual, even.
yeah.
All right, here we go. So we open up where we left off on the roof. Buffy just stabbed Faith, and she went over the edge of the roof into the uh, truck of pallets.
Mhm.
And we don't know if she's dead or alive.
And they showed the knife, like that was a bloody knife. I mean, which of course it would be. It was just in Faith's stomach, but it
It was
was
bloody.
yeah.
They added some extra.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Buffy is just looking stunned. Oh crap! What do I do?
yeah.
I mentioned Melanie. I like the music. It's a string instrument. I'm not good with my string instruments. I'm assuming it was a violin, but I felt it added an ominous tone. And then the camera shifts to the broken plate glass
Yeah.
window, and the mayor is there, looking perturbed.
He is shaken up. This might be the most emotional we've seen him.
I was thinking that. Yeah, he is very worried, but she'll be okay. My faith, yeah, will be okay. And something I've noticed, so a vampire runs in and he orders the vampire, put everybody on this, and they have a little argument. But whenever it's not a main character vampire, they're always in vampire face. The lackeys always
Oh,
seem to be
yeah.
that way.
Yeah, you're right. They're not going to use budget on that.
But why not just keep him human or human looking, non-vampire
Because they're
looking?
evil henchmen,
Yeah, okay.
more menacing.
All right. I accept it.
All right, I'm justifying this show to you. There's something wrong. Okay,
And then we get credits.
okay, and then credit. We open in the library, and Cordelia comes in and finds out that and tells them that Wesley is leaving, and he's upset, and it's because Buffy quit the council,
Hmm.
right? And she doesn't have a watcher anymore. She doesn't need a watcher anymore,
Yeah.
right?
I'm glad that he said that. Not that she quit, but she can hold her own.
She graduated.
Because really, what has the council done for her?
What
What
have
have
they
they
done for
done
her
for her
lately?
lately? Whoa.
And so she has his phone number. What is
Hmm.
going on with them? Are they going to be? Well, he's leaving now. Is this it? We're not going to see him anymore? Oh. You know what was interesting? When they were showing the credits, they were showing all these names of people I didn't know. Like it was, they showed Danny Strong, which is fine. And then what's her name that plays Harmony?
Mercedes McNabb,
Yeah. But then they showed some name that I don't know.
Larry Bagby.
Yeah, the third.
Yeah, he plays. What is his name? The gay bully.
Larry the gay
It
bully.
is Larry, right? Yeah. Okay.
Do they
He was.
always show the minor characters' names in the opening credits like that?
I don't think all the
Like,
time. No, we talked about that a little bit last time too. I had a
okay.
question for you about it. I think it's probably the contract thing.
Yeah,
You know,
okay.
you want me to be
Interesting.
in this episode, then you're putting Larry Bagby.
The third.
I was in Hocus Pocus.
All right. Okay. And okay. Then they ask Cordelia. They're like, "We're gonna stop. We're trying to stop a massacre. Do you want to help?" And then she takes off her coat. And she sits down. I don't know what they think she's gonna do.
She can read. She did get into a lot of good schools.
And she's this is such a Buffy thing to do. She's always thinking of herself,
Yeah, that
which
made me laugh.
she's not wrong.
But not in this situation.
Okay. All right. And then we move over to the mansion where
Swangel.
what's his name? Boreanaz is doing acting the hell out of this scene.
Yeah. He is Swangel once again, Sweaty Angel.
Yes, and he's delirious and he's thinking that Willow is Buffy, but he did say, "I was wrong. I can't leave you." So that'll be interesting to see if he holds on to that thought once he's better, which of course he will be.
And in my mind, I'm like, I'm about to say to you, wouldn't it have been funny if they did this scene with Oz instead of Willow? And then they make the same joke because she said, he's thinking I'm Buffy, and Oz said, oh, you too. Damn it.
That would be pretty funny.
So I have a funny story about mistaken identity that I want to share with you.
Oh, please.
This is what I almost told you over the weekend, but
Okay.
I didn't.
But we
Uh,
saved it for you guys.
yes, I know you'll get a kick out of it.
All right.
So I was doing some last minute Christmas shopping at Target,
Yes.
and the self checkout line was ridiculous. So I went on a regular cashier line, and there were two people ahead of me. And there was a woman checking out, and the cashier says to her, I like your Buffy shirt. Now, I can't see it. She's wearing a coat and she's turned away from me.
Mhm.
So immediately, because I always carry,
Immediately, you jumped in front of her and said, "Hey,
I always carry stickers for the podcast in my phone case, so
yeah,
that if I run into something like that, I could hand
love
it
it."
out. I always keep two in there, and then I replenish as I get them up.
Or if you're drinking at a club and you're in the bathroom and there's not a
But
sticker on the mirror yet.
if I go to a bar and there are stickers all over that place, I'm putting the sticker up. It's just
Okay.
the way it is.
All
Although
right.
I haven't, except for that one time I did it with you, no bar that I have been in has like sticker covered walls. I don't know. I thought that used to be a thing.
Because we're going to nicer bars.
There. Okay. Fine.
We go to non-stickered high class bars.
Okay. Well, maybe we can find a dive bar in Blue Ridge to
All
drop
right,
us
we'll
in.
find one. We'll find one. Okay.
So she says, I like your Buffy shirt, and I immediately open up the
Yeah.
phone case and craning my neck. I didn't jump in. So glad I didn't. They're talking, and she turns just a little bit. I'm just about to say something. It was Bucky's,
Oh.
not Buffy. And I would never be able to shop at Target again. I would have said something. At least not the Largo one.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah, that was
Close
my
call.
Bucky shirt.
Close
So
call.
and so then Willow and Oz are talking, and she feels bad because she said that day was the best day of her life. My first time, not the best day of my life.
Not so much for me either.
But good for Willow. And she's feeling guilty, and of course Oz is amazing and
Yeah.
feeling guilty. And then Buffy comes in.
Yes. So Buffy comes in. She goes to Angel, who again is acting hell out of this scene.
It really is.
Oh man. Whew. And she tells him the only way to cure him, she can help him, he needs to drink from her. He's no, of course not. And she's like, you have to do it. And he says, Faith. And she says, no, I killed her. And he does.
He's not having it at first.
He's not. He doesn't want to do it. And then she just beats the hell out of him until he vamps out.
And then, yeah,
The back of his head. She's
he chomps
he
hard.
does. He does. I think this might be the first like graphic depiction we've had of a vampire
Yeah, I don't think I've
female.
ever seen that they've ever shown like the running blood,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
it grossed me out a little bit.
pretty graphic. I
Yeah.
know.
I'm fine with blood when it's in a tube, but not when it's running down somebody's body.
Yeah. So now we don't know. Did he? And then he lets go and he turns over and he's back to his non-vamp form and he is Buffy. So we don't know because it goes commercial.
Yeah,
You remember when you watched this where you're like, is she dead?
of course.
There's
Yeah,
7 seasons. She can't be dead.
yeah. I mean, Buffy dying, that's crazy.
She's already died.
Okay, Buffy dying again more than once
It's
in
like
the show.
it's gonna be a multiplicity thing. There's just gonna be slayers everywhere. It's gonna be a league of slayers because she just keeps dying.
That actually brings up a interesting point
Oh.
because Faith, with all but Faith is dead.
Faith took Kendra's, right? That's why
Faith
Faith
took
was
Kendra's slot. Yeah,
activated.
slot.
She's a sleeper cell. But yeah, now that Faith died, but Faith isn't dead. You said that. She's got Slayer strength, you said. She's not gonna die. I said she should be dead, but she's not
Yeah,
dead.
if I
Remember
remember correctly, you were.
she's gonna show up and she's gonna somehow turn the whole thing around.
Mhm. If I remember correctly, you were going on and on about how she should be dead, and I was like, "Are you done?" And then when we signed off, I was worried you were mad at me because I said that.
Of course you were. You're too funny. All right. Let's find out if she died.
All right,
All right, so she's not dead.
no.
You're the hospital. You got anything to say about this hospital scene?
So they got some of it right. You definitely would do a type and cross match. So the type is
Yeah.
determine the blood type.
Gonna give
Cross
her some
match
lactated
is
ringers.
yeah. Cross
Yeah,
match is
that's good.
find compatible units of blood.
Yeah.
They did not order a CBC or at least a hemoglobin level to see how much blood she lost.
Mm-hmm.
They don't just transfuse just because that would be
Mm-hmm.
very bad. But
Just
I'll
because he runs in and says to do it
a guy
before
on
he
drugs
rips part of the
apparently.
door off.
Yeah, the doctor thinks he's on drugs after that. What'd you do? What'd you take? So then, while all that's going on, camera pans to another room. They're
Mm-hmm.
talking about the damage to the kidney is repairable. She's lost a lot of blood. There's
Yeah.
head trauma. And we see that they're saying this to the mayor, and it's Faith
Mm-hmm.
in
It's
the bed,
Faith.
looking very sallow.
She's not looking herself at all, right?
Uh-uh. You
Um,
didn't even think it was her at first.
so this is a loophole. If you have a slayer in a vegetative state and you just leave her on machines,
Can't
no
call it
new
anyone.
slayer.
Yep.
All right.
So he's pretty distraught, and
He
then
is.
someone, we'll assume it's a nurse, comes in, says to the doctor talking to him, "There's another patient next door with a lot of blood loss. Can you help with an antecubital cut down?" Now, an antecubital, I know, is like the vein in your elbow. I don't know what they're cutting down, but the mayor hears this and walks over, sees it's Buffy,
Mhm.
and basically just tries to suffocate her.
Yes.
I think he turned her head at first to see, oh, it's the see the bite, but then I think he kept his hand there and was suffocating her. I thought many times I've watched this, he looks very unnatural. The coloring of his face, and I realize he's standing in front of the X-ray light box and it's just
Oh,
washing them out.
oh. And then the nurse comes in and says, "Sir," and then she's like, "Get security." And then you don't hear the announcement for security until 5 minutes later, after Angel already come in and thrown him off of her, and they have their little face off.
Hmm.
And then as they're finishing and he's leaving or something, then you're like, "It's security." It's like,
Yeah,
"Yeah, thanks."
Angel did go out to a payphone to make a call. I'm assuming Joyce. We don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah, remember payphones?
Yeah. Do you
Good
remember
times.
when I can remember after bowling having to call my mom to come pick me up and you do the old collect call of a
Mom,
quarter.
Chloe, Mom, Chloe,
Collect
now.
call from Mom, it's Melanie, come pick me up at the bowling alley right now.
Yep.
My mom used to get so mad. That costs me.
Well, if you accept the charges.
Yeah, that's why you go, Mel, it's Mel. I guess the phone call was to Giles on the library phone, and that he shows up with Willow and Xander and Oz and tells them what happened. They're not very understanding.
No.
Xander's kind of an asshole. They don't know the whole story.
Yeah.
But okay, and they tell him leave because it's going to be sun up soon, so they'll watch over her. And then it cuts to Buffy in Faith's apartment, and there's boxes and stuff around. And Faith is there. So it's like some kind of weird dream thing or something. And as they're talking, Buffy keeps seeing flashes of things. Like she sees the knife in her hand. She sees something on the bed. I don't know what it was.
I believe it's Faith in the
Yeah.
hospital bed.
Okay. It's ambiguous what is going on here.
Yeah, Faith is speaking somewhat cryptically. She had the
Yeah.
one line, miles to go, little Miss Muffet counting down from 730.
Yeah. I wonder, is it like a telepathic Slayer thing? Or is it just a dream? I don't know.
I never thought about being a telepathic slayer thing. I like that thinking.
Are you ready? And she puts her hand up to Buffy's neck, and then Buffy wakes up.
Hmm.
Swings right out of that bed.
With no IV in.
That's the
I
door,
know.
but she's up and around.
No IV, even though she was getting transfusions, to the ringer. They were just pouring it in her mouth. Just drink it. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Faith did say about the mayor, human weakness. He has one, basically. So let me ask you, I was thinking this while the scene was going on with Angel and the gang. Was Angel in the wrong for drinking from Buffy?
No, I
Okay,
don't
I
think
didn't think
so.
so either.
She forced his hand.
Yeah, okay.
He definitely didn't want to. He was ready to die
Yeah.
before he did
Oh,
that.
all right. I thought the same. I just wanted your take.
Okay. No,
Um,
I don't think so. Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so Buffy's
That's
away.
settled.
She got the gauze pad on the bite wound. Off she goes.
So Buffy walks around the ER and finds Faith and gives her a little kiss on the forehead. And I guess their little meeting of the minds, whatever that was. Buffy comes out. She's all dressed in her battle gear again, and she is ready. She says she's ready for war.
No.
She doesn't know what his weakness is yet. She just knows he has a weakness. All right. I'm eager to see what it is. I think my prediction is not going to come true, though. I don't think Faith is going to be showing up to help.
We shall see.
All right. They're discussing the plan.
Yep.
It's daytime. Angel's there.
Yep.
I guess he's not in direct sunlight.
He came up through the sewers.
That must be it. They transported him there through the sewers. Okay. We don't know what the plan is, but they have a plan.
Hummus. Attack the mayor with hummus.
We're going
Done.
to attack him with hummus. All right, we'll see. And
Okay.
Xander is key to the plan.
Hmm.
That's exciting. They're talking about their plan and what they're going to do. And Cordelia, they are like, "What's his weakness?" And somebody says, "Oh, germs." He doesn't like. Angel says germs. He doesn't like germs. And Cordelia says, "We'll get Ebola."
Doesn't have to be Ebola. We'll just get a box, right?
The
Ebola
box
on it.
that
What
says
could go wrong?
Ebola. So then we get a nice little plot device where it turns out during an ascension that day turns to night. So then all the vampires can be there. So that's very convenient.
Yeah. Could be an eclipse.
Yeah.
Have you ever witnessed a solar eclipse?
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
here. When the totality was over Blue Ridge. When was that?
Oh, yeah.
2016, 2017?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and we Drew and I, before we even knew, it was our first trip ever up here. Got an Airbnb in Ellijay, and he and I drove up here to Blue Ridge and watched it in Blue Ridge. It was amazing.
Cool.
Did you see?
No, we had that one that it was partial down here
Mm-hmm.
last year,
Mm-hmm.
maybe, but
Mm-hmm.
no, never a total one.
That was cool. So they're talking about the plan. They're going back between the gang and the mayor. Everybody's planning. So they said something about they're on volcano duty, right? We're going back to Professor what's his name, who was the volcanologist.
Hmm.
And then who's going to trigger it? Is that I don't know what the word they use. And then Buffy says to Giles, "Are you up to it?" He's like, "Well, I suppose it's appropriate." Why is that appropriate that he would do that? Does he have some tie to volcanoes spells or something?
You'll find out.
Oh, damn it. Okay. Okay, so Xander is the key guy. He and Angel are going to work together. But then we have little shots of Xander goes and grabs Harmony. Willow goes and grabs
Percy, Pace.
Percy, Pace. And then we go back to the library. We don't know what they're doing, but we go back to the library and up in the stacks, Wesley and Cordelia have a moment of the most awkward kissing ever.
Yep. I mean, and you think it's going to be like passionate leading up to it. I'm going to leave. There's no place for me here. And then they start kissing, and it
They
is
don't
just
fit together. Do not go together.
awkward.
And then like they stop for a moment. She like wipes her nose. She's oh, and then they give it another try. And then again, she's like wiping her face. And then they're like,
Yes.
"Yeah,
Right.
okay, all right."
So I'll drop you a line sometime. Okay. So she actually said that'll be neat.
After all of that build up, disappointing. Even though I'm not in favor of that relationship going anywhere,
How,
highly
how,
inappropriate.
how old do you think he is here? I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I just
I'm gonna
want your
say he's
opinion.
probably in mid late 20s.
That's what I was thinking. Okay.
Inappropriate. We get a shot of Willow and Oz in the van with Jonathan and Larry the Big Gay Bully, and they're taking out bags of something. We don't know what it is. Okay, so they're going to help out too. And then we go back to school, and Angel and Buffy have a moment where, they're all prepped and ready to go. And he tells her, when this is over, I'm not going to say goodbye. I'm just going to leave. Which is confusing because when he was in bed delirious before she healed him, he was like, I'm not going to say goodbye. I was wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. I think maybe now that,
Clearer heads prevail. All
yeah.
right.
And in the van, Oz and Willow getting a little kissy. She's nervous.
He's
It's not
reassuring her.
Yeah, it's not all the time, but once in a while, there's just really good shots of Oz's eyes, and that scene in the van was one of them. I was very
Oh,
distracted by those blue eyes. Yeah, thank you, Seth Green.
all right. Thank you, Seth.
Oh, and then Angel leaves, and in the previous episode, in the library said she had to get something, and now we see her unroll Fate's knife, the
Mm-hmm.
jackal from a towel, still
Mm-hmm.
bloodied.
Mm-hmm. Still bloody and
Yeah.
sticky because, corn syrup. All right. So now we're at the graduation. So we're at graduation. The mayor starts to give his speech, and it's an awful, boring speech. And Buffy even makes comments. She's like, "Oh my god, he's going to give the whole speech." It's like, "Oh no, it's going to be like a typical graduation, boring as hell." But then
That
the eclipse comes. Nobody freaks out.
well,
This takes me back to I. This takes me back to season one, Harvest, where the vampire is on the stage and they're like killing people left and right, and people are just standing there watching it happen. Nobody's freaking out. Nobody's freaking out at this freak eclipse.
yeah, you're absolutely right. It is Sunnydale.
I
They
was
are
gonna say
just a lot of weird
because
things.
they're so jaded. But then the mayor breaks down and he has his transformation into this awful CGI snake demon thing. And again, they're all just they do stand up and you hear people gasping and go ah, but
Yeah,
we're all just standing there
yeah, yeah.
watching it happen.
I did think the transformation CGI was decent compared to other CGI we have seen in the past.
Yeah, yeah. He
Um,
kind of started hulking out a little.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
and then there
yeah,
was a big
it's
head protrusion thing,
and then
and
Demon
then it was
Mayor
full
gives a
on
big roar.
CGI. Yeah, snake
Yeah.
guy.
I noticed, I never noticed this before. So everyone has the tassel on, flipping it in my head, on the right side of their cap, but Buffy's wasn't. And I'm wondering if that was intentional because she had, she graduated, as they said, last episode. Like everyone, I was looking for another one out of
I
place.
think you're giving
Everyone,
them a lot of credit.
I don't know. That just seems
I think it was
everybody.
continuity error.
They made sure everybody else's was right.
Well, okay.
Well, in my mind, it was
No,
intentional.
you're giving the show a lot of credit.
I do that. And I did like when the mayor started his speech that Austin Willow come running down after their little interlude in the van, a little afternoon delight,
You
and the
know, when
mayor
you're
hulks
in that
out.
you're that age, you could just do it anywhere, and it's special and amazing, and it's all the best, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that what you're gonna say from a couple episodes? You pointed at behind you and said, "Hey, baby, you want to get your soul stolen?" Now it's gonna be, "Hey, baby, you want to ascend? You want to ascend to a higher plane?"
I'm writing all of these down. I'm gonna have little note cards next to me, just like the mayor had for his speech. Uh, Pick a card. That's my pickup line for the night. All
All right.
right, let's see the big battle scene. Holy moly! So okay, that was good. That was a good scene, and I think you can. I don't know if you could clip together a little array of my, my expressions watching that scene, but there was a lot of surprise. Oh, woo! Oh, awesome! Oh, this school has an amazing archery program. They're all hitting. Oh, oh no, Larry. Oh no! Hey. Oh my god! Oh no! Oh no! Harmony! Oh, they're taking out all the minor characters. Oh, destroying yet another school. Check the vid library. Oh gosh. So, the battle starts, and um, the whole school they all take off their robes, and they've all been enlisted. What do you think the pitch was?
You're gonna die. You want to
Like,
stop that?
all right, you know, some strange shit has been going down. You've seen it. You know, we've been doing this for 4 years. You know.
We gave Buffy an award for it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So here's your cross. Get
Best
ready
of
for the
luck.
signal. There will be an eclipse.
Xander's in charge.
And then there's a big snake, and Xander's
Yep.
gonna tell you what to do.
Yep.
And yeah, so they have flamethrowers, and they have a whole line of flaming arrow guys who don't miss every time they shoot, they hit their targets.
That's the archery team.
Yeah, it must be. That's a championship archery team. Snyder should have been proud of them. Let's see what else. Oh, Larry bites it.
Yeah, I forgot about
Oh,
that. Yeah, Larry,
Larry.
the Mayor Demon's tail gets him, and
Oh,
crunch.
crunch.
Yeah, Harmony got bit.
Harmony got bit.
The principal got eaten.
Oh, bye bye, Snyder.
Yeah.
Man. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot going on there. That was a good scene. What else? Oh, and I was noticing when they're all like, when the vamp goons are coming up the stairs and they're going to attack, the all the students turn around and they all go head in to a counter attack. And Willow, it's funny as she's going down the stairs, she's,
Yeah, it's gonna get
oh,
squished.
it's okay. She's still going, but oh. Yeah. Gets us some good action. She stakes a vamp.
Yeah, that was a good shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
And then okay, and then Buffy is gets the mayor's attention, and she's got Faith's knife, and she's come get it, and she runs into the school, and basically, you know what the shots reminded me of? Do you remember the abyss?
Oh yeah.
And the, you know, when the water is going through all the submarine station hallways and stuff, that's what this was like. The mayor is
Mhm.
going through all the halls, destroying the school,
Yeah.
chasing her, and then he goes into a room and it's all sorts of explosives.
It was the library.
That was the library, packed
Yep.
with explosives. I guess that's what they were getting out of the van. It was like fertilizer or something.
Yeah.
And what is his last words?
It's my title for this one. Gosh.
Gosh. And they blow him up.
Yeah, Giles pushes the detonator and kaboom. And
Kaboom.
and that is why they did not air the episode originally then.
Because of the bombing of the school?
Probably the school, the violence of the students. I get why they did it.
All right.
20-year-old Sean still is not happy about it, but I get it.
You've matured a lot, Sean.
I try. I
Yeah.
do try.
All right, and so now we're at the last couple minutes of the episode, and they show Wesley being wheeled away into an ambulance.
Yeah. Because he
I
did so
gotta
much.
say, he is not one my favorite character of this show.
Yeah.
Eh. You came in having destroyed a school, and you're leaving having destroyed a school. You've come full circle, Buff. All right, wrap it up, Sean.
Giles talks to Buffy, congratulates her on a job well done. He fished a diploma out of the wreckage. No idea if it's hers, but
Doesn't matter.
yeah.
It's a gesture.
Yeah, I never got my diploma at graduation. It was always just like the cover, and then it would come in the mail.
Yeah,
But he did that for her.
yeah.
Yeah, she's still pretty stunned. She makes a fire bad tree pretty joke a few times. He goes off to check on Wesley. She sees Angel in the distance. They nod at each other, and then the mist rolls in, and he turns around and walks away.
Yep,
Bye, Angel.
yep. Good luck on
And
your show.
exactly. Yep. Then she meets up with Willow Oz, Cordelia, and Xander, and they're just surveying the wreckage.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Taking a
can't believe it's
moment.
over. Yeah, taking a moment. They survived not just the battle, but high school. Which that is an accomplishment, I gotta say. And then they turn around, walking away, and the camera pans down to a Sunnydale High '99 yearbook.
Somewhat charred.
Yeah, someone charged the quote on it, "The future is ours."
Yeah.
I had that yearbook, not that yearbook, but they had like a commemorative yearbook for
Wow.
yeah, one of the many things that I gave away
Gave
when I moved.
away.
I
Yeah.
know.
Man.
I regret giving away all that stuff I
Oh
had,
man.
and that's how it ends.
Wow.
We have finished season 3.
Wow.
Yeah,
It was a good finish. It was a good
yeah,
ending.
yeah. It was. I'm torn between this one and another season, but this is definitely, if it's not my favorite, it's my second favorite.
Yeah. It was a good one. It was a good one.
Yeah.
All right. What's your rating?
I'm gonna go 4.5.
I am also going to go 4.5.
Wow.
Yes. The battle scene when they all took off their gowns and they all stood up and attacked, that was worth the wait.
I
It
saw
was
that on your
very
face.
gratifying.
Yeah, that was good.
Um,
Yeah,
poor guy. And Snyder's death was very gratifying as well. Yeah, I liked it.
yeah. Favorite line?
I don't know if I had a favorite line. What's your favorite line?
I think about attacking the mayor with hummus. Either that or the box of Ebola.
Okay, all right.
One of
I,
the
I
two.
think the favorite moment would have been the awkward makeout between Cordelia and Wesley.
Yeah, yeah, that's good.
Oh boy. Okay, so next, are we doing a season 3 recap?
Yeah, we're gonna do a season 3 recap.
All right, let's do it. Maybe
Yeah,
while you're here,
we've been doing season 3 since July, I think, since before you moved. We
since I
started
moved.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll touch on our favorite moments
Okay.
and discuss how things have changed over a season. We'll get your
Oh
season 4 predictions, which I
man.
love.
All right. Good. Okay.
All
All
right.
right. Tell them about the social, Sean.
Sure. We are everywhere except for X and Snapchat. We are at the Sunnydale Diaries, except on Blue Sky. We are at Sunnydale Diaries. We have a website, thesunnydalediaries.com,
Mhm.
where you can get an invite to join our Discord server. You can stay up to date on the winner of our recent 5x7x5 haiku contest. Time this one comes out, we will have ended that contest.
Very exciting.
It's just in time for the beginning of 2025. You can print out your Jenny calendar PDF version. We also have an email address, the Sunnydale Diaries at gmail.com. Send us your season 3 thoughts or your season 4 predictions.
Yeah.
And I think that is it for the socials. If you want to leave us a review or a rating, please do. Spotify, you can drop comments on episodes. Whatever you want to do to get in touch with us. We love it
We're
all.
here. We do. We enjoy hearing from you.
And we'll be back with our season 3 recap. I can't believe we've done 3 seasons.
What?
Yeah. All right. See you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.